Hello and welcome student to this new tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to learn about the use effect hook after React.js, which is the key topic after use state. So let me introduce you what is use effect. Use effect is a React hook used to handle side effect in functional component. I will break these side effects in some terms. Here you can see these side effects include tasks like fetching data and manipulating the DOM. What is fetching data and what is manipulating the DOM? Let's read about this. Here is the key concept which we are learning in this video. Here is run after render, use effect run after the component render initially, and on update dependency array. The optional second argument dependencies determines when the effect should rerun. We will learn these all topics in this video. So let's see what is the syntax of use effect. Here you can see the use effect have two arguments. One is the callback function and the second is the dependency array. I will break this here in code. So let's come to the file. Here I have created the use effect hook file and I have imported this file in the app.jsx. Here you can see I have used it. So let's come to this file and create a simple React functional component with the help of extension easy snippet. Here I'm coming and yes, it is well here. Now let's come to this point and import use effect from React. Here you will have to import the use effect from React in this way. Here I'm coming and creating the use effect function. Here this use effect taking two arguments. One is function, callback function, and the other is dependency array. So it is the syntax of use effect function. Actually, use effect is a hook in React.js which helping us to manage the side effect task. So let's read about it further. Here I show the syntax of this use effect. Here scroll down and see what it's saying. Here is the side effect logic and it is also giving us the return which is used to clean up the logic, and it is actually optional. So let's read about these things. So effect logic, the code inside the use effect to execute side effects. For example, if you want to fetch data from the server, it can be a side effect. Cleanup logic, optional function to clean up resources like subscription or timer. Sometimes we are adding to our project timer just like set timeout. So we will have to clear the timer, and this cleanup logic function is helping us in this. The other thing is the dependency array, which you can see here. An array of variables that trigger the effect when changed. We will passing there some variables. On the basis of this variable, this function will triggering. Now I will show you later in the video. Now we are going to see the scenarios whenever we are using the use effect. Run effect on every render, no dependency array. If we do not include the dependency array, it will run on every re-render. So let's come to this. And here, now I'm clearing this. Here I'm creating a simple use state. So here I'm creating a count app set count, which in previous video we have created. So I'm initializing it with 0. So here now I'm creating a simple button which include the value of this count, and on click of this I'm going to increase the count with 1. So let me show you how this is. Here if I reload it, here you can see. Now let me style the button little bit. Here I am giving some tailwind classes just like margin of 20 and the padding px of 4 and the py of 2, round it md with bt of blue 500 and the text to white. Now let me show you how this is. Now here you can see, now if I click this, here you can see the value is increasing in the button. So let me create a use effect function. Here if I create the use effect function, now it is taking two arguments. First is the effect callback and the second is dependency array, which is optional. So let me create a callback function here, which is consoling some value. Here let me console the useEffect called. Here you can see this is initially called. If I click it, here you can see it is called, it is twice called, and if I click it again, it is thrice called, and on every click it will click and it will print the data in the console. It is due to having no dependency array. Actually, dependency array playing a main role in this. So let me create the dependency array. Here now if I include the dependency array, then you will see. Delete this function again. Here I will create it again. Now here it is taking a callback function. This callback function including the logic which we are writing here. So useEffect called, but let put here an empty dependency array. What is happening now? Now let me refresh the screen. Here you can see the useEffect function is called on initial render. So let me click this button. Here you can see now this function is not calling. It is because when we pass an empty dependency array, we are saying that only call on initial render, and if the component is rendering and returning again and again, you will have to not render and not call this logic again and again. So it is due to the empty dependency array. So let's read again about this thing. Here you can see run effect once, empty dependency array. As we saw now, it is the function. Here you can see console.log component mount, and we have passed here an empty dependency array as I shown now to you guys, to your student. Here I am coming down to the run effect when dependency changes. So what it means? Let me show you with code. Here now I am adding the count dependency. So whenever I have some change in the count, then you will have to trigger this function. So let's come to the browser, and here now I am increasing this. Now here you can see this function is also calling along with the clicking of button. It is due to dependency array including the count variable. Now let me create another variable with the name of const bg set bg equal to below 500. Now let's come to the button. Let me, I think I should come to this div, and here I think I should what to do, how I pro this. I want to pro it. Now how I pro? Here I am creating another button, and this button will change bg. Now let me call this function with the help of this. On click of this, I am creating. Yes, it will be good example. Here I am seeing set bg. If the bg is equal to this, then make this in this way, and if it is equal to this, then make it below to 500. Now let's see what is happening. And now I'm calling this function here. Come on. Now see, whenever I'm clicking this, what is the error? Let me see. VG below 500 and VG below 500. What can be the cause of this? I don't know how to. Okay, I will have to pass it in the class. So here I'm creating a class, and I'm creating this backticks. And in this backticks, I'm passing to the bg equal to simply bg. Now let's see if it's working or not. I'll see. It does not work. Why? Now let's make the style component. Style and background is equal to bg. Now let's see, is it working or not? It's still not working. Yes, because that we will have to pass here to blue and make it red, as this is the core CSS and it does not support the, and here I will have to pass blue. Now let's see. Now here you can see. Now let's make it text to white, so its color to white, and let's give it some padding of 6 pixels. Now let's see what's happening. Here you can see, if I click it, you can see it's red, and I click it, but this function is not calling. And if I add here this also, then you will see passing the bg, then you will see that it is also calling. Here you can see this function is also calling along this, and if I click this, you can see it is still calling. But if I remove one of these dependency, here I'm removing this one, and let me show you again. And now if I click this count button, then it is not rendering this, so it is the dependencies. So let me show you the notes further what it's saying. Here you will see this by on cleanup effects. Here you will have to add the interval, set interval, and you will have to console some lag after 1 second or 2 seconds, and then you will have to write this return this clear interval function in the return. So it is easy actually. Check it. Now I'm going to give you some example of this. First example is to fetch data from API. Now I'm going to use this knowledge. So let's come to browser, and here I'm going to remove this everything, as there is no need of this. Now let's create again to this, and now I have to, yes, and I think I have to create the useEffect function, and this is taking 2 arguments. The one is empty dependency array or don't include anything. So it is actually syntax. Now let me go to browser, and here is demeter.json, which providing us the APIs. If you don't know about this REST APIs, read about this, but don't worry about this. Now let me show you how we are working with APIs in React.js. So scroll down, and here you can see it's providing a lot of APIs for product, cards, posts, users. Now I'm using this product one. Now here you will have to copy this URL, and let's go to this code, and here you will have to create a function with the name of fetch product or what you want. Here I'm creating this function with the name of fetch products. Now let's make try catch, as we are going to do the server call. So here I will have to make this function async, so it can take time because I'm making it async. So here you will have to make the fetch call, and in this fetch you will have to pass this API, and here let console this hold it in one variable, just like response, and let console this data here response, and let console the error also. Let call this function inside this useEffect, so it will render an initial call only. So let me show you on the browser. Let's come here, and here you can see the response is type course products. Here you can see, yes. Now I will have to convert this to JSON. So here we'll say it to const data, and this is all. This can also take a time, so I will have to await and response dot JSON. Now here if I console this data, now let's see data, what is this data include. So here if I show you now, here it includes the products, and now if I console this products. Now let's see what these products are. Now here you can see 30 products are. Now let me show you one object in this. This includes the available status, low stock, brand, category, description, dimensions, discount percentage, ID, image, meta, and many more things. So let me use it. Here you will have to make a state variable because we are holding our data in states. So let me create data. What set is products, set products. I think it is better name for this, products. Yes. Now I will have to import this use effect use state from the React, and it is empty initially. So let me do set these products to data products. I think I'm going to make it in this way. Here data products and here products. Now it is I think good. Now let me console this on the end. I think I also going to console this one. So let me console this here. Now yes. Now let me see what is happening if I console the product, whether it giving the result or not. So let's see if I refresh the screen. Here you can see now these products on 23rd line. Here you can see now it is printed. Now I will have to show this on this screen. Now let map on this. What is products dot map, and you also know that map taking argument function, and here it is taking item and index. Now for now I'm going to return the nh1 the item dot title. Now let me show you, but before showing you I will have to make it little bit beautiful. So let text and the font must be semi bold, send not semi bold. I think semi bold is good. Now let me show you. Here you can see now I got the 30 titles from the hooks. You can also use the other things, but I was only to show you how we are doing our work with useEffect. Now let's see what the notes further saying. The first was with the, now the second is updating the DOM, which we saw, and yes, common pitfalls. If we see the common pitfalls in the useEffect, the first fall is to forget including dependency can lead to incorrect or stale behavior. So here if you say if we don't add or include dependencies, so it can be incorrect. So let me show you the second one, the infinite loop. Omitting the dependency array can cause the effect to run repeatedly. Here you can see if we don't include the dependency array here, and if we call this function inside this, then it will run infinitely because it will run on each and every render. So here is unnecessary effects. So avoid running expensive logic, unnecessarily use dependencies arrays wisely, and the advanced tips are multiple use effects hooks. So split unrelated logic into separate hooks for better usability. Here what is the unrelated logic? For example, if you have fetch data fetching the data, or you have to set up event, so you should to use it in different use effects. So if we conclude, this use effect simplifies handling side effects in React. Proper usage with dependencies and cleanup ensure better performance and fewer bugs. So it was all about use effect. I think you will have got what the use effect is. So it was enough in this video. We will meet in other video. Keep me in your prayers. Bye.